Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Midgard Golf and part 2 of our two-part series out here at Shining Mountain Golf Club in Woodland Park, Colorado. It's gorgeous out here today. Now, well, not gorgeous. It's actually a little chilly, especially for almost the end of June, man. Brutal. But, yeah, we got rained on pretty hardcore in part 1. Really took its toll on my score a bit. That and just, I don't know, floundering about. Yeah, I'm just not playing great, man. I gotta step up my game, bro. I'll get there. Anyway, so this hole, par 4, downhill. It's kind of a big one. Yeah, 478 to the middle of the green. So big old par 4. But yeah, and there's actually a blind lake that you don't know about. So if you come out here and play once you get to 10, yeah, bear in mind, blind lake down there to the left. So don't get in it. Don't snap one left. Yeah, we're just gonna we're going to hit a good one out straight and miss a little right, if anything. Hopefully, that's the goal anyway. And yeah, we'll get on from there. Let's check it out. Oh. You know what? I misspoke. I misspoke. I gotta correct myself now. Yeah, my GPS was still on hole 8 because I have to play 9 as 18 today, as you saw in part 1, because of the wedding that they've got going on here. So actually, it's 3:51 to get to the green. So not nearly as bad as I made it seem just a moment ago talking to you. So yeah, my own manipulation of my GPS failed me from the obscurities of today. You know what? Let's check it out. Alright, everybody, so here we are, and here's the ball down here. So check out this crazy fairway. So there's that lake that's over there on the left that you can't see from like anywhere else until you get up here. And you're like, oh god, if you really drill a drive. So yeah, if I'd have drilled it and I would have snapped it a little higher and left, I would have been in that for sure, coming all the way down here. So there's like 3 lower fairways here. So there's like the upper fairway back there, where if you hit an iron to the 150 out, you'll be on that. And then this other little fairway patch. And then this other little fairway patch, which I missed, and I'm in the rough just before it. Yeah, but, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I've only got about 85 to get on the front, but it's kind of in the back, closer to about 110. So, I'm taking the 54 degree, hoping that's the number in this wetness, because it's still soaking out here. And, yeah, try to stick it on that green somewhere on the right here. Alright, everyone, and here we are on the green in 2, finally. Thank you. So there's what I got left. Looks like downhill, a little bit left to right. And yeah, I think my divot's right in front of all this stuff. So yeah, I mean, just look at the view from up here though. Let's take a moment. I mean, the panorama from this green here is just, I mean, 360 degrees. You're looking at just green, beautifulness. It's lovely. Alright, everybody, welcome back. We're back on hole 11. So it started raining again. Yep, I'm right back to getting wet some more. Unfortunately, and the wind's starting to pick up, which sucks even more. So, it is what it is. Hopefully you can hear me all right. But yeah, not thinking the score is going to be great today. But hopefully you guys enjoy the course review. Anyway, because that's really why I do this. Not to show everyone how great I play golf, but because I love this game and because I want to show you guys some beautiful courses. So anyway, it is what it is. So here we are, 11, par 5, yeah, about 500 yards to get to the middle of this green here. So yeah, driver, just poke it out there, keep it in the fairway, and yeah, just play it nice and smooth. That's the goal. Let's check it out. Alright everybody, so here we are back on hole 11. So, yep, out here to the left, just barely cleared this bunker, so that's nice. Anyway, I've only got about 230 or so, 225 to get on this green, but with the rain, obviously, I got no idea. I'm sorry, I gotta clean off the screen for you. I got no idea of my yardages, so I'm just gonna hit the 2-iron light and try to keep it left, because right's bad news bears here. So this is actually a great play over here to the left, apart from it being in some kind of thick rough. And yeah, either get on or get in a position to get on in 3. Alright everybody, here we are, right next to the, I can't tell the difference between the raindrops and my ball on the screen here. But yes, my ball is in frame. And so is some water specks. Again, this is almost as bad as the Air Force Academy. Brutal. But yeah, if you haven't seen that, go check that out. Probably the worst weather you've ever seen somebody attempt to play golf in. Attempt, because I'm not sure I can call what I did there golf. Kind of the same as today. I'm whacking a ball all right, but yeah, it's not prestigious play, that's for sure. Anyway, I digress. I got a 58 in hand, 58 degree that is, to get it about 75 yards or so, 70 yards or so, to get to the back tier of that green. So, and put it on in regulation. Okay, and you know, I'm going for the green in regulation, and here I am saying I'm playing terrible golf. Maybe I'm just putting bad. No, chipping hasn't been great today either. Or approach shots, or hitting greens. Anyway, it's all been bad. Let's see what happens. Oh man, well we're putting, that's for sure. I did not get on the top tier, but yeah, it is what it is. Hey, before I move on, let me just give you another little pano of this view out here, of this giant meadow. Where do you see this bridge over there? After 15, we're gonna go across this long bridge, and then the 16th tee box is right over there. Pretty nuts. And for the next few holes here, we're going to play down this mountainside. Which is crazy, you can actually see it from the road here. So obviously you'll see every hole as I go. But yeah, here's the view, the 11th kind of sub-green side here. Just gorgeous. I mean, I came out here on kind of a nasty day, but honestly, this is one of my favorite courses in the area. And you know, I'll do my full review at the end there, but yeah, I highly recommend coming out here. Probably just pick a better weather day than I did. That's all. Alright, see you on the green. Alright everybody, and here's what we got left for birdie. Yeah, bad chance. Like 45, maybe 50 feet. So let's just try and get it close to get that par. everybody, and here we are at 12. Gorgeous little par 3 downhill. About 165 to get on that pin up front today. I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom you in a bit there. There you go. Yep, so yeah, definitely pin up front. So normally this would be like a soft 9-iron for me, but today I'm thinking it's a full 8-iron. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Let's see if I made the right decision. Alright everybody, and we're back. And here's that green we were attacking from back that way. Look at that view. I mean, you gotta be standing here to appreciate the majesty of this course. It's just gorgeous. I just can't get over it. And here's my ball. So, you know, though I missed my line, ball, green, pretty darn perfect club selection for this very moist day. Just because I know some of you don't like that word. But and that's the kind of guy I am, man. But anyway, I think the rain kind of helped me here, because I'll be honest with you, if you come out here and play most days where it's dry out, yeah, that line that I took there, that would have been no bueno. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep it clean, man. It's a losing battle. Yeah, because that probably would have bounced off into the Steph behind me. He'd have been whacking out of the weeds, but seems that really kind of sucked it down today, the wetness, and kept it up. So that was actually kind of some help, to be fair. So these little short chips, you know, they're tough. 64. Let's just try to pop it and get it down. Alright everybody, welcome back, and here we are on, what are we on, 13? We're on 13, I can't even see my, yeah, 13. Anyway, so a little bit of a, well, not really a dog leg, it's just that this hill on the left is kind of in your way, that kind of makes it appear like a dog leg, but you can actually see the green all the way down there, kind of hidden in behind the hill on the left there. So I don't usually take driver on this hole. Usually the play out here is about your 210, 220 club, something like that, to float it out in that fairway. Because it's real, the fairway's real steep past the 150 marker down and to the right. So yeah, if you clear that 150 marker with a whole lot of speed, good chance you're just rolling off the fairway off to the right, and it you know, Lord knows where it's going to go after that. But today I'm actually taking driver because I think I'm going to need it with how badly everything's going to be torn down. I'm just going to try to keep it left a bit. So let's see what's up. So we're back. I actually drove past the ball here, but because I thought it was going to be a lot further down there. But just as I hoped, the ball did stay up, and so that's quite nice. So I've got about, let's see here, downhill pins in the middle, so about 130 or so to get there. So I'm actually taking the gap wedge at this shot today, making its debut on the day. I don't think I've taken the gap wedge out today yet. And yeah, I mean, You can tell it's narrow. This entire hole is real narrow. But yeah, just gonna pump one up there. See if I can stick it on close. Alrighty, so yep, here we are. This grass bunker right next to the green, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean it wasn't a poorly struck shot. It was just a bad line, and I don't know my yardages today. So yeah, that's what it is. So 64 again, and yeah, let's try to pop it up there and get up and down as best we can. Obviously, I gave myself the bogey. Yeah, because you just saw me miss that putt one-handed. So yeah, I'm taking the bogey. I don't care what you think, but yeah, I thought I gave that putt too much power, which is crazy. That's how soaking it is up here. I mean, these greens typically run a little slower than a lot of greens in the area. So if you've got a heavy hitting hand with the putter, you're really gonna love it out here, because that ball will stop, and you know it keeps the greens on it, or keeps the ball on the green a lot better too, which is nice. But yeah, when it gets wet like this, oh boy, yeah, they get real slow. But so anyway, it is what it is. Bogey, see you on 14. All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we are on 14. So it's kind of a neat hole. Kind of plays out, and you want to keep it left. You can see it's, yeah. I mean, almost all these fairways are pretty narrow, especially the next hole. It's par 5 again, narrow. It's just like the second hole. But anyway, yeah. I mean, that just means you got to play precision golf out here if you want to score well. That's just all it is. But and then it kind of goes back to the right, and the green is way up that direction. If you can see that little like step kind of rail, the green's over there ultimately. So you want to go kind of left and then right. So obviously 150 markers right there, so it's not all that far down there, but nevertheless, that's the way it plays. Yeah, before we get to the shot, this might be my favorite view on this property. So I just want to give you a little pano of what it is I'm looking at as I gaze out over the horizon here. It's just magnificent out here. And you know, it's kind of neat with the gloomy, mystical clouds all over, but you know, normally you can see a lot more mountains and whatnot all over the place, this direction mainly. But yeah, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Okay, anyway, back to golf instead of scenery watching. Driver in hand, spoke one up there. I don't usually hit driver here either. I usually pump about a full 6 or 5 iron out there. But yeah, today, going with the driver. Alright everybody, so here we are on the 14th cart path. So I actually cleared the bunker, which is right behind that little grass knoll there, which you can no longer see because I'm past it. And so yeah, I must have caught this hill, and then it just kind of trickled on down onto the cart path. So I was actually kind of lucky it stayed up and didn't roll on down or off this way, yeah, towards the 15th tees. So anyway, obviously I get relief from that. No, pick that up. Yeah. And I'll be playing it about 100 yards in. Oh, it's all muddy. So, yep, I'm club length about here. Okay. So, yeah. And there's our green. So, yeah. 54 degree in hand. Like I said, about a hundo to get there. So, kind of a sucker pin in the back right today. Let's see if we can get it up on that tier. But it's wider in the back, so that's nice. All right, everybody, and we're back on 15, the Beast. So yeah, here it is, big par 5. You can actually see the green way down there. Let me see here. What's the GPS telling me? Almost a 600-yard hole from these blue tees here. And you know, just to tell you where these blue tees are, you might as well just be playing the tips. I mean, I'm standing on the tips just to be far enough back to hold the camera. So it's like, yeah, buddy, you're getting all of it today, whether you like it or not. But anyway, so the play here, obviously, keep it right. If you do keep it right, there's a fair chance, if you miss right, that you'll bounce off this hill to the right side there and back down into play. If you hit it left, yeah, you're going out into this beautiful, yet treacherous little orchard there. So you definitely don't want that. Anyway, so yeah, we got the driver in hanging. We're going to try to hit a baby fade out there. And yeah, keep somewhere safely in play. That might be the best drive I've ever hit on this hole in my life. I mean, piped down the right side of the fairway. We are going to be sitting real pretty for the next shot. Oh, that's exciting. This is the highlight of my day. Perfect. All right, let's get up there. Let's check it out. Oh, before we do though, because this is sort of the, I guess the, oh, what direction are we here? I guess the west side, like the west tip of the course. There's that bridge that we're fixing to cross that I'll probably video for you. And then, yeah, the edge of wilderness and the beginning of Gulf Haven right there behind us. Beautiful. Anyway, there's your scenic view for this gorgeous 15th hole. Let's get up in that fairway, play this second shot. I'm excited, super stoked. See you up there. All right, everybody, so here we are, right smack dab in the middle of this seriously narrow fairway. I mean, seriously, this fairway is maybe, shoot, what am I going to say, 20 yards across, 30 yards maybe across? Yeah, and all the way down to, like, it's brutal. I can't believe I just hit the middle of this fairway. I mean, I'm usually off to the right, maybe just barely in on the left, never smack dab in the middle. Nevertheless, it came up kind of short compared to how I normally hit it, but I've been hitting shorter today, and I've been just hitting, you know, I've been hitting laser beams with the driver, so I don't care. But anyway, so I still got about 3 bills to get in. That's 300 yards to get on that green. So 2 iron. I mean, you know, why not? Let's smoke one up there. I mean, I kept that one real low. Didn't really hit it in the head. I just hit it really low. I just kind of hit down on it a little bit, but it was a clean strike, and I hit it flawlessly. You bet. Yeah, just up there past that 150. Took that right side and kind of drew it right over the ground. I mean, the apex to that ball flight was probably like maybe 7 feet off the ground, but yeah, went up there good long ways anyway for a smooth, easy swing. So yeah, I mean, okay, so let's recap. So this hole was about 600 yards and I had about 300 left, so I still hit a 300 yard drive out here. It's not like I'm, you know, wussing out altogether. I mean, 3 bills, that's respectable for a drive. So anyway, let's get up there and hit shot 3. All right, everybody, so here we are. So I kind of got a little robbed on that shot there. So I got just over 150 out, but really to the front, only about 137, yeah, to the front of that green, which is where the flag stick is. Oh, if my camera will focus, please. Yeah, there we go, attaboy. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking a full power gap wedge, no kidding, to get there. But what I think happened here is, because I couldn't really see how far it rolled out from up there, is it definitely took this line over here, or rather right here it must have, and it must have hit this hill and it just dragged me straight down. So whatever, what are you gonna do? All right, so here we are, gap wedge in hand, full swing. Let's put it up there. I expected a little draw on that from the swing that I put on it, but it didn't. It went just dead straight. So I missed the green to the right because that's where I was aiming. And anyway, but it looks like it was the right club. It's right up there. So yeah, we're gonna have to try to get up and down again. We shouldn't. Played this hole so well. 5 par this hole though. After all these bogeys on all these other comparatively inferior holes, that's going to be, well, yes, that's why we love this game, right? Let's get up there and find it. All right, everybody, here we are, just off the green to the right, as previously stated. And yeah, that was clearly the correct club for that distance, no doubt. Yep. But, and you know, truth be told, well, yeah, that shouldn't have been a full power gap wedge, no doubt. But anyway, I digress. Here we are, 64, with frozen hands. 64-degree wedge in my frozen hands. I'm soaking wet. Let's try to control this chip here. welcome back everybody. Here we are on 16. So this hole used to be a really long par 4, but they since just recently made it a more gettable par 5. So yeah, nothing changed about the hole. It's just they decided, it's long enough to be a par 5, so we're going to do it that way. So anyway, only 451 to get on the front of the green from here. So the shot is, play it straight out there. Yeah, pretty narrow fairway again. There's the 150. As you can see that little stick up there. And then you can't see the green from here, but it plays down and to the right, over towards the center of the screen there. Yeah, before I actually hit this shot, I'm going to give you another pano from the other side of the bridge. So, as I scroll over to the right, you see it way out there in the distance. You can't really see it from here, but that's like the end of 11, actually. And then the 12th green will be coming up here pretty quick. Where's that 12th green? Oh yeah, it's right over there somewhere. Can't really see it. And then, yep, 13th tee box up in those trees, playing over to the upper tier over there, and then the 15th green right there. Yeah, just up from that, number 13. And then 14 way out, right out there. Yeah, so that is what we just did. We just came from that little hillside. Yep, pretty neat. And typically when there's not so much clouds in the air, you get this really beautiful view of the backside of Pikes Peak from right here on this tee box. It's also a really beautiful view. Just can't see it today, unfortunately. I was hoping that the clouds would clear by the time I got here, but they didn't. Yeah, and the rain report slowed to a slight drizzle now, so de-donned. Is that the right word? Because you don something when you put it on, but I don't know, stripped off, I guess, the rain jacket. Yeah, it's still frozen hands, a little pruny. But let's try to keep a hold of this driver as we punch one up there, hopefully up the middle. Alright everybody, and here we are, right in the fairway. Brilliant. So yeah, I must come up this left side and it kind of slopes to the right a bit. So yeah, it punched me right back in the middle, which is nice. It's super tight fairway. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, so I got about 210 to get on that green, and yeah, we can kind of see it now. Okay. See the flag stick way up there? Yeah, there it is. So yeah, I got a 6 iron in hand today. I think that might be the number. And yeah, just gonna punch it up there. And if it's not, it's a par 5 now. So shoot, if I get on in 3, great. Everybody. So I think it was Greg Norman. And if Greg Norman's watching this, well, okay, first of all, if Greg Norman's watching my golf vlog, thanks, brother. You're a gentleman and a scholar. But, and second of all, leave a like. That'd be super cool. Maybe a comment. Like, hey man, it's Greg Norman. Great stuff. Yeah, you're an awful golfer, but not that bad. Anyway, so I think it was him who said that, oh, come on, camera focus. I think it was him who said that happiness in golf is a long walk with a putter. Which is precisely, why won't it focus? There you go. Which is precisely what we just did. Yep. I don't know how, because I'm sure that it was taking this left line here. So the only thing I can think of is that I took a bounce off this hill, and it just made its way onto this little skinny green. Anyway, but nevertheless, here we are. Here we are. We're putting for eagle. Which is brilliant. I mean, you know, chances I make that putt for eagle slim. But if I clean up an eagle today, I mean, all the other unrelenting bogeys that I hit will pretty much fade from memory. And the only hole I'm going to remember today is this one. So far as my performance goes. So far as the view goes, you won't forget any of these holes. You won't. It's just beautiful out here. Holy crap. So the camera probably can't see this, but as I watched that ball roll, I was literally watching the water flick off of it like a little aquatic mohawk off of that ball. That's how wet. That's how wet. Anyway, it's what we got for birdie right here. Jeez, man. Yes! Finally, we get one back. All right, everybody. So here we are on 17. Well, par 3 downhill, 172 with the slope to get on that back pin today. So yeah, I just can't imagine that this hole takes me any more than a 9-iron to get back there. I really think I can make it with that. So that's what I'm taking at it. But yeah, if I'm wrong, I should be short. But the 8-iron, if I full power an 8-iron, which is all I'm really comfortable doing right now, then I just know it's going long. And you really don't want to be long here, let me tell you. You don't want to be too short because you got that lake down there to the left. But so long as you miss right and stay on the yardage pretty well, yeah, this hole is not too bad. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hazard if you miss left or long. So just don't do that. Let's check it out. Alright, everybody, here we are. We've arrived at 18. So, par 4, pretty well, it's level for the first bit of it, and then that green, well, the approach shot to the green takes a turn uphill, way out there. You finally get some reprieve here on the fairway width. Yeah, it's a pretty sizable fairway, probably one of the biggest on the course, so that's nice. You really got to snap hook it seriously hard, or just slice the heck out of it to be in real trouble, because there's not a whole lot that you have to worry about here. You might have a funky second shot if you screw up and don't get it in the middle somewhere, but you're gonna have a shot. So so long as you get it over this lake that's right in front of us here. So anyway, no reason not to take that D-stick one more time. Let's get up there and give her a rip. Everybody, so we're back in the rough. Yep, right there on 18. So yeah, I got about 80 yards left to get on that flag stick. And yeah, normally I would take a 58 at this, but yeah, everything's working against me on this shot. I mean, in the deep rough, going uphill, so taking a 54 at it. I got half of mine to take a gap wedge at it, but anyway, I digress. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. See if we can't stick it up on there in that green. Well, definitely should have taken the 58. Here we are. So there's my ball way back on the upper tier, and we got to put it all the way back down here to the front tier. So, yep. Amidst this gorgeous ending view for this course, here we are with a really, really long downhill putt. I mean, that is end to end for this green right here. We are playing all of it today and downhill. So, but the way the green's rolling today, I highly doubt that I get it down there and it rolls off the front. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it a ride, see what's up. Pretty darn good from that range, I do say, sir. Yeah, And there's one left for par. Not bad, not bad. That was last one. All right, everybody. So that's the end of part 2 of this 2-part series out here at Shining Mountain. In Woodland Park, Colorado. Yeah, not the greatest day to come out here, albeit. I mean, we got rained on pretty much the whole day. Just like, where was I? The Air Force Academy. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in the video. Yeah, or I think in part 1 I mentioned that. But not quite as bad as it was at the Academy, but it was definitely colder today, for sure. Yeah, it was wet and cold today. Back then, yeah, at the Academy was just wet, so that took its toll for sure. Anyway, yeah, but I'm kind of glad that I came out here today to play this, truth be told. Even though, you know, the score was awful and yeah, it was just a struggle to actually play the game. It was real nice to get out here and basically be the only guy on the course. For the entire time I was on here. Really gave me the opportunity to film a bunch of these scenes, take my time for you guys. So yeah, even if I wasn't really focusing myself, just because I was wet and wanted to just get the shots over with. But yeah, wet and cold. But yeah, anyway, I final course review of this place. Yeah, price point, I mean, yeah, right on the money. Like it's I think with a bucket of balls, playing Twilight, obviously, yeah, so I can avoid filming while there's too many people here in the middle of the day there. I think, yeah, cart, bucket of balls, and the round total was $77, something like that. So yeah, that's incredibly fair for a course of this caliber, absolutely. The staff here, let me talk about them for a second. You will not see a course, or at least I haven't yet, and I played a fair amount of courses in this state and in a bunch of other states, and I can't remember another course that has a staff as great as the staff here. I mean, these people, every time I come out here, they just treat you right, and I love it. They just make you feel like you're at home. It's beautiful. So if you just like, if that really sets you in the right mood for your round of golf, you're going to find that here. Sure. Fairways, narrow, yeah, tight. They will slate you. They will. Let's be honest. It's a super tight track, and you really got to be hitting on a frozen rope all day if you're going to be hitting fairways. Otherwise, I mean, you're out in trouble. Oftentimes there's a bailout for trouble where if you can shape shots, you know, both directions fairly confidently and pick your misses, that you can miss in the right place where, yes, you will still be in trouble if you miss, but you'll be in far less trouble than if you were on the other side. That makes sense. The greens out here typically roll slightly slower than most of the greens that I've played out here, or at the courses that I've played out here in Colorado. They're typically pretty quick out here. But yeah, so these are on the slower side. So if you're a heavy putter, then you know you just like to just whack the heck out of it. Then yeah, these will stop a bit better. Also helps when you're approaching the green. Obviously, ball stops a lot better on the green, so that's nice. If I could have hit greens today, that would have been useful, which I just didn't do. But that was both me and me being affected by the weather, just losing my. But apart from that, I mean, if you're out here in central Colorado and you feel like making the jaunt out here to Woodland Park, you definitely got to check this place out. I don't know that there's any other course actually in Woodland Park. I think this is it, but this is truly all they need because this course it's brilliant. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today, and yeah, hope you have a lovely day. If you're liking the videos that I'm putting out, hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen, or like the video. Yeah, that's helpful. But yeah, apart from that, again, as I always offer, if anybody's got any suggestions for things they'd like to see, courses they'd like to see me vlog in the future in the Colorado area, yeah, let me know, and I will see about getting out there and doing a course review for you. Have a lovely day. Thanks again for tuning in.